Hello and welcome to the next instalment of my Deconstructing the Brahms Clarinet Sonatas series. We've looked at the first two movements, now it's the turn of the third movement. Now, having looked at the first two movements, I think you can hardly believe that the third movement is actually part of the same sonata. Where you had a deeply intense, dark, gloomy first movement, and then this light or ethereal second movement, you then have a very elegant waltz-like third movement, very light, full of flashes of colour and wonderful interweaving of the lines between the clarinet and the piano. So this is Allegretto Gracioso, and what you really need to feel in this movement is a sense of one. So each bar is one. And also it's sort of like a game of fencing. You fence a little bit, you attack and then you retreat. Not even as strong as that, you step forward and then step back. It's a dance. So really have the sense of the one. And here the covered fingerings work beautifully as well, because you've got a lot of throat tones. So the first line, well, my first line anyway, you have the melody and it's all light and bubbly. Just trying that little old reed trick again. Okay, so put a real emphasis on the first of the bar and then let the rest of the bar tape up. So the next line from bar 9 on, you're subservient to the piano. So let's actually listen to the first couple of lines so we get to know the piano part. And here's the second line. You can see that the first line of the piano part is actually very much like the second line of the clarinet part. But let's put those two together, shall we? And also in the second line, make sure you really engage the chalumeau register. And then you really can let go. Okay, here we go. Here is the third move. This movement's actually pretty straightforward. I probably won't need many parts on this. Well, let's move on to bar 17. This is the real fun bit, because you're forte and you're down in the chalumeau. Be careful that your lower notes aren't flat. And you've got these, you've got this fairly big lip, so you want a nice legato. Okay, so really blow through those phrases. They're very expansive. I don't know, think about drawing out syrup or something. So, and really blow through to the end of the phrases until you get to 25 and 26 when there's forzando back. So, and also in bars 19 and 20, really emphasise the first bit. Okay, let's try that with piano. Okay, and notice in bars 27 and 28, you've got that 3 on 2 again. You go yadam, badam, badam, which Brahms seems to like those cross rhythms. Okay, now after 25, 26, bars 29 onwards, again, you're subservient to the piano melody, but that doesn't mean you need to completely retreat. And you are faced with several wide lips here. And here again, I like to use the fencing analogy of lunging and retreating, lunging and stepping forward, stepping back. So the bars 29 and 30 really emphasise the lower note and let it just glide up. Because the upper notes are going to sound louder anyway. So and then in bars in bars 31 and 32, there's the you've got these. So so start softly, but then okay, and then at 33 we've got the Gracioso e dolcissimo sempre, so always with grace and sweetness. Now, my tip for getting out the top D is not to worry about it, just relax into it. Don't bite, don't pinch. If you have a really good grounding in the throat tones, the B flat and the G before it, that D will just come out. So if you've got a good grounding, so let's try that with the piano. Hopefully it'll sound a bit better. So if you've got a really good grounding, it's just so graceful. It's like little ballerinas performing a little bit of pas de deux on in a lush green field full of dandelions or something.